Much like doing research in business or medicine, each discipline or subject area has its own specialized approach to research, with specific tools and resources. In this video, you will learn how to do research in literature, which involves strategies that are unique to this subject area. The first strategy is starting with a thorough reading of the primary text, also known as close reading. Begin by reflecting on the text itself and write down your own observations as you read. For example, let's say you're doing research on Mary Shelley's well-known 1818 Gothic novel Frankenstein. As you read, you take note of the scientist Frankenstein's long and ambitious process of creating the creature. You might then make connections to the novel's context, focusing on the specific time period in which it's situated. In the case of Shelley's novel, you might focus on the period of Enlightenment, a celebrated period of scientific discovery in Europe. A thorough reading is a critical first step to your research because you're bringing in your own unique interpretations and ideas to the text. This may include noting important quotes made by characters in the text. Jot these down with the page numbers for citations you may need later during the writing process. This brings us to the next strategy. As you read and reread the text, consider formal literary elements or devices, including key themes, motifs, and character point of views. For example, in Frankenstein, Shelley provides vivid descriptions of nature throughout her novel, intending to portray the sublime. The sublime is a common literary concept in Gothic and Romantic genres during this time period. These broader themes, such as nature and the sublime, serve as useful keywords or main concepts when you're doing library research. I may search the library databases for keywords such as Shelley and Frankenstein and Gothic and nature and sublime. Another strategy for doing research in literature is to analyze a work according to a specific critical approach, lens, or theory. For example, after a thorough reading of the text, I might be interested in analyzing the text through a feminist lens, noting the lack of feminine or maternal during the process of Frankenstein's creation. I might then search the library databases for keywords such as Shelley and Frankenstein and feminism and maternal or feminine. You're strongly encouraged to start your research in the library's literary databases such as Literature Online and MLA International Bibliography because they have useful filters specific to this discipline. You can find each database under the appropriate alphabetical letter on our database's A to Z page. Here is a general search where we can try noting the author and the title of the work in Literature Online. You can select Criticism under the Content Type filter. You can further limit by document type if you're only looking for scholarly articles, for example. If using the library's main library search tool on our homepage, try to include important details for more effective searches that include the title of the work, author, genre, and literary terms. Here's a search for the author, title of the work, literary tool such as allusion, and connections to other relevant works such as John Milton's epic poem, Paradise Lost. Use filters to avoid irrelevant results. On the results page, under the subject discipline filter, you might select Languages and Literature first and skim Results. Another thing you can try is selecting Literary Criticism under the subject filter. These are some strategies that you can try out when you're doing research in literature. Happy researching!